Marcus Chen checked his email, and what he saw made his hands freeze on the keyboard. Tour cancellation, effective immediately. But wait a minute. This was the Justice World Tour. 127 shows, $250 million in revenue, and Justin Bieber just canceled everything. Let me tell you what really happened. The 8th of September 2023. Phoenix, Arizona. Desert Ridge Medical Center. A 14-year-old girl named Lily Patterson was in room 304, stage 4 brain cancer. Glioblastoma. The doctors had given her 3 weeks, maybe less. Lily had covered her hospital room walls with Justin Bieber posters, every single one from Baby Era to Justice album covers. Her iPad was playing Purpose on repeat. Her mom, Rebecca, sat next to the bed, watching her daughter's chest rise and fall with the ventilator. The social worker, Mrs. Kim, came in that morning. She was part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. She sat down next to Rebecca with a gentle smile. Mrs. Kim asked Lily what she wanted. Her final wish. Her one last dream before everything ended. Lily's voice was barely a whisper through the oxygen mask. She wanted to meet Justin Bieber, just for 5 minutes. Just to say thank you for the music that got her through chemotherapy. Mrs. Kim nodded. She'd done this hundreds of times. She knew the process. Contact the celebrity's management. Wait for a response. Usually they'd send a video message, sometimes a signed poster, very rarely an actual visit. She sent the request that afternoon, and here is where the story becomes impossible to believe. The next morning, the 9th of September, Justin's team responded. Not with a video, not with a poster. With a question. When can we come? Rebecca thought it was a joke. Mrs. Kim thought someone was pranking her. But the email was real, from Justin's actual management with flight details. Arrival time, security protocols. The 11th of September 2023, 3:47 p.m. A black SUV pulled up to Desert Ridge Medical Center. No cameras, no announcement, no press release. Justin Bieber stepped out wearing a hoodie and a baseball cap. His wife Haley was with him, his manager Scooter Braun, his personal assistant. They walked through the back entrance, completely unnoticed. The hospital staff was told to keep it quiet. This wasn't a publicity stunt, this was private. Justin walked into room 304. Lily was asleep. Rebecca was reading a book. She looked up and her book fell to the floor. Justin put his finger to his lips. Shh. Let her sleep. He sat down in the chair next to Lily's bed, and he waited for 2 hours. Just sitting there, watching this 14-year-old girl breathe. When Lily finally woke up, she turned her head, saw Justin, and started crying. Not sobbing, just silent tears running down her face. Justin held her hand. He sang to her, acoustic. No microphone, no stage. Just his voice and her heartbeat monitor beeping in rhythm. He sang Lonely, he sang Ghost, he sang Love Yourself, and when he finished, Lily whispered something that changed everything. She told him she was sorry. Sorry that she was dying. Sorry that she couldn't grow up to see more of his concerts. Sorry that her mom was going to be alone, and that sentence. That one sentence broke Justin completely. He left the room, walked down the hallway, called Scooter Braun, and said 4 words, cancel the tour. Scooter thought he was joking. The Justice World Tour was the biggest comeback in Bieber's career. 127 shows across 38 countries, $250 million in ticket sales, sponsorship deals, merchandise, everything was lined up. Justin said it again, cancel the tour, all of it. But here is the thing nobody understood. Justin wasn't canceling because of one hospital visit. He was canceling because of what he realized in that moment. Lily Patterson wasn't going to grow up. She wasn't going to graduate high school. She wasn't going to fall in love. She wasn't going to have kids. She wasn't going to see 15. And Justin had been complaining about tour schedules, about long flights, about being tired, about wanting a break. He was 29 years old. He was healthy, he was rich, he was famous, and he'd been acting like his life was hard. That night, Justin made an announcement on Instagram. No prepared statement, just him talking to the camera from his hotel room. He told the world he was canceling the Justice World Tour, not because of health issues, not because of vocal problems, because he needed to reset his priorities. The internet exploded. Fans were devastated, promoters were furious. Venues demanded explanations. Sponsors threatened lawsuits, but Justin didn't explain further. He just said he was sorry and he'd make it right someday. And then something incredible happened. Justin went back to Desert Ridge Medical Center. Not for one day, for 3 weeks. Every single day he showed up at 9 a.m. Saturday with Lily, talked to her, read to her, played guitar for her. But here is the part that left the music industry completely silent. Justin didn't just visit Lily. He visited every single child in the pediatric cancer ward, room by room, bed by bed. He learned their names, their stories, their favorite songs. And he made Rebecca a promise that seemed absolutely insane. He told Rebecca that when Lily passed away, he wouldn't let her be forgotten. He'd make sure Lily's story mattered, that her life meant something beyond hospital walls and medical charts. The 28th of September, 2023. 4:32 a.m. Lily Patterson passed away. Rebecca was holding her hand. Justin was in the room too. He'd stayed through the night, playing guitar softly, singing lullabies. The funeral was 5 days later, small, private, just family and close friends. And Justin Bieber showed up. Not as a celebrity. As a pallbearer, he carried Lily's casket in front of 47 people. No cameras. No media. No headlines. But what happened next shocked everyone. Justin spent the next 2 weeks locked in his home studio. Not making music. Making calls to lawyers, to accountants, to nonprofit specialists. He was building something. Something that would change everything. His team tried to talk him out of it. Tour promoters were threatening lawsuits. AEG Live wanted $80 million in damages. Live Nation was demanding explanations for 127 canceled venues. Justin's financial advisors showed him the numbers. The cancellation would cost him personally. Breach of contract fees, lost merchandise revenue, sponsorship penalties. The total, $140 million in losses. But Justin kept working. Day and night, he brought in Rebecca Patterson, Lily's mom. He asked her what Lily would have wanted, what would actually help families like hers. Rebecca told him the truth, the harsh truth. Make a wish was incredible but overwhelmed. Thousands of children waiting months for wishes. Families drowning in medical debt while planning funerals. Siblings ignored while parents focused on dying children. Justin listened, really listened, and he understood. The 15th of October 2023, Justin made another announcement. He was launching the Lily Patterson Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to fulfilling final wishes for terminally ill children. Not just celebrity meetings. Real, meaningful experiences, family trips, dream homes, college funds for siblings, therapy for families, support for forgotten siblings. The foundation had 3 divisions. Immediate wishes for children with less than 6 months. Family support for ongoing medical costs. Legacy projects to honor children after they passed. And here is the part that left the music industry in absolute silence. Justin donated $50 million. His own money, not sponsored. Not tax, deductible publicity. Just pure donation. Half of what he would have made from the Justice World Tour. But he didn't stop there. He called every artist he knew. Drake, Ariana Grande, Ed Sheeran, The Weeknd. He asked them to donate. Not money. Time, hospital visits, private concerts for dying children. And they said yes, every single one. Within 3 weeks, the foundation had commitments from 23 major artists. They'd visit hospitals, grant wishes, show up when it mattered most. The music industry executives panicked. Artists canceling tours, donating time, prioritizing dying children over album releases. This was chaos. This was financial suicide. But something else was happening, something nobody predicted. Fans started donating. $5, $10, $50 at a time. Within 1 month, the foundation raised an additional $8 million from public donations. People who'd never met Lily, people who just heard her story and wanted to help. Corporate sponsors approached quietly, not for publicity, for genuine partnership. Children's hospitals offered free space for foundation offices. Medical suppliers donated equipment. Airlines offered free flights for wish fulfillment. A movement was building, And it started with one canceled tour. Record executives couldn't understand it. Managers called it career suicide. Financial advisors said he was throwing away his peak earning years, but Justin didn't care. November 2023, the foundation's first official wish, a 9-year-old boy named David Chen from Seattle, leukemia. He wanted to see the northern lights with his family. The foundation arranged everything, private jet to Alaska, and Justin showed up unannounced. He spent 3 days with David's family, watching the aurora borealis together. David passed away 2 weeks later, but his parents had those photos. That week of pure joy before the end. By January 2024, the foundation was fulfilling 40 wishes per month. But here is what made it different: speed. Traditional wish foundations took 6 to 8 months. The Lily Patterson Foundation did it in 2 weeks. Dying children don't have time to wait. Justin hired 30 full-time coordinators working 24/7, making impossible things happen immediately. January 2024. Forbes published an article. They calculated Justin's financial losses from the tour cancellation, $187 million total. Career analysts predicted he'd never recover commercially. Billboard wrote that Justin Bieber had committed professional suicide, that he'd be forgotten within 5 years, that the foundation was a desperate attempt to stay relevant. But something was happening that the industry analysts missed completely. Justin's Spotify streams increased, not decreased. His old album started charting again. Purpose hit the top 10 6 years after release. People were rediscovering his music, not because of promotion, because of purpose. Young artists started reaching out. They wanted to volunteer, to visit hospitals, to use their platform for something meaningful. The foundation became a movement. February 2024. A 16-year-old girl named Maya Rodriguez from Miami, cystic fibrosis. She was a singer. Her final wish was to record a song in a professional studio. The foundation arranged studio time, but Justin did something unexpected. He flew to Miami, showed up at the session, and they recorded a duet together. Just Justin and Maya. Her voice was weak but beautiful. They recorded Stay, acoustic version. Maya died 4 days later. But that recording existed forever. Justin released it. No publicity. No marketing, just uploaded it to streaming platforms. With a note, all proceeds to the foundation. In Maya's name, the song went viral. 50 million streams in 1 week. $340,000 in revenue, all donated. Other artists noticed. They started doing the same. Recording with terminally ill children, releasing the songs, donating proceeds. A sub-movement emerged. Musicians visiting hospitals became normal, expected even. The industry that called Justin crazy was now following his lead. Within 6 months, the Lily Patterson Foundation had helped 340 families, granted 340 final wishes, created 340 memories that would last forever. Children met their heroes. Families went to Disney World. Siblings got therapy support. Parents received financial help for medical bills. And the music industry stayed silent, because what could they say? That money was more important than dying children. That tour revenue mattered more than final wishes. March 2024. Justin returned to music, but different, smaller venues, acoustic shows, intimate performances. He donated 100% of profits to the foundation. He performed at hospitals for free. He visited children who couldn't come to concerts. He made house calls to families who needed hope. Rebecca Patterson became the foundation's director. She worked with Justin personally, making sure every wish was granted with the same care and love that Justin showed Lily. Today in 2024, the Lily Patterson Foundation has helped over 2,000 families. Justin has visited 47 hospitals across North America, and he has never once promoted it for publicity. The Justice World Tour never happened. $250 million in revenue disappeared. Justin's management team completely restructured. But here is what Justin said in a rare interview 6 months ago. He said that meeting Lily Patterson saved his life. Not hers. His, because it reminded him why he started making music in the first place. Not for money, not for fame. For connection, for meaning. For moments that matter. The music industry learned something that day, something they'd forgotten in spreadsheets and profit margins and streaming numbers. Sometimes canceling everything is the most important decision you'll ever make. Sometimes walking away from millions is the only way to find what actually matters. Sometimes one 14-year-old girl's final wish is worth more than 127 sold-out shows. Lily Patterson never got to grow up, but her legacy grew beyond anything her family could have imagined. A foundation with her name, thousands of wishes granted, thousands of families helped. And Justin Bieber learned that the most valuable thing a celebrity can give isn't a performance. It is presence, time, attention, love. If this story moved you, remember that we all have the power to make someone's final days meaningful. You don't need millions of dollars. You don't need fame. You just need to show up, to listen, to care. That is what Lily taught Justin, and that is what Justin is teaching the world.